enjoy the show.
3, 2, 1.
Yes is the answer. What is the question? Let's figure it out.
Our job is to entertain and embrace the fun and educate the fans and enthuse the fans and giving people something to talk about long after the game's over.
You dream up these ideas in the strangest ways. Sometimes it's a little sticky note, sometimes it's a dry erase board, and then all of a sudden you see it come to life because all of these creatives come together and they believe in something that is pretty terrifying when you really think like, can we really do this? And it happens.
My hero is Jonny Greco, the executive of the Vegas Golden Knights, the VP of Events and Entertainment. There, that man who used to be with the WWE, who takes a whiteboard and storyboard and post-it notes and turns it into this.
The only way this succeeds is with great people. You can have the most talented people in the world, but if there's not a synergy and a creative energy that's shared, and a vision that's shared, and a passion that's shared, if you don't have that, I don't think the fans are going to feel the love that you create. In the end, entertainment's entertainment, and if you leave your fans with a big smile, you've kind of done your job.
Go nuts.
Go nuts.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
We can win this.
This guy's good. We can win this.
That's all I got.
Yeah, this guy's good right here. Why don't you just do it by yourself?
And give a warm welcome to your host and guest speaker, Jonny Greco.
Part of show business. We know how that works. I'll do it again. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I apologize for my throat. I've had some amazing conversations and I'm losing my voice. But we are going to have some fun today. I get that a 10 a.m. session is early for Full Sail students and for production people in general, but that's, you guys being here means a whole lot. This is exciting because this is the first time I've ever done a session like this, right? So I'm excited to do this. We're going to work on this together. We're going to figure this out together, and the fact that you're here means a lot. I'm excited to share energy with you. Question, because we were chatting right before this whole thing started. Who's ever been creatively blocked or have, writer's block or I don't know what to do next? Like raise your hand if you've ever run into that kind of space, right? I love that some people actually didn't raise your hands. That's cool. I want to create with you if you never get creatively blocked. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It happens all the time. And over the course of 25 years, I've seen how the people who figure out how to create, how to generate ideas, not always even good ideas, just get the momentum going, it is a really powerful tool in any capacity wherever you are. So I'm going to do a little bit of a presentation and kind of go through some of the experiences I've had and where I've seen this work and not work. And then we're going to do like a workshop. We're going to play, and we're going to get probably a little uncomfortable because there are different ways of creating. Some of you are probably like, oh, I got this idea, and I got this idea, and throw this idea on the wall. And then there's like other creators who want to sit in the corner and brain write, sometimes they call it, or I have this masterpiece, and here it is. I don't want to share it with people till it's done, which is another really impactful way to create. So today we're going to talk about different ways to create, not the way to create. This is me when I had hair. Hello. In 1998, when I graduated here with a film degree. It is shocking. They didn't really have the sports going on at Full Sail at that time. It is shocking how the whatever course you're studying will be applicable in almost any aspect of your life. You will develop skills, and generating ideas and creating ideas is one of the best things you can ever learn. So that was Act 1. Act 2, you saw some of that in that sizzle reel. I don't always, it's funny, a lot of us are behind the scenes, so we're like talking about ourselves, but everyone's like, you gotta explain what you've done. The point of all these pictures and all these amazing places I've been and the teams I've been able to work with, we needed ideas everywhere. Whether it was with Wolfgang Puck and we were on set doing a cooking show. Like, what's that? What's that? And then I got to work with Jerry Bruckheimer to discover a mascot for the Seattle Kraken, like the film guy working in sports. And you better believe to come up with this beautiful nightmare, you better have a lot of crazy ideas. So there's a lot of ideation and there's a lot of ways to get there. So here's just a couple things I've done before. Currently today, after 25 years in sports entertainment, my wife and I decided to, like, instead of working with a team or a project, let's start our own business. And for us, we decided to call our business Shine Entertainment. The reason for this is I like to be authentic as fill in the blanks. I like to be authentic when I create. And so my wife noticed there were times when I would create with collaborators where my own internal light would dim and I would darken and my light wasn't shining bright. And she goes, but when you do create, and I'm sure you've felt this in classes and courses and projects, when you do create with someone or just your heart is on fire, you are shining bright. So we named our business Shine because we want to shine bright, but we want our light to shine onto others and collectively shine. So I get it's kind of like hippy dippy stuff, but I'm authentic. And again, after 25 years, that's how I roll. And I like to be real in how I create, no matter who I'm creating with. All right, so what we're going to zip through today, and I'm all about storytelling, so table of contents is a boring header, but it is a story, and I'm sports, so we're going to break it into quarters. Talk about the why. Why does energetic brainstorming matter? Why does maximum output matter? We'll talk about that real quick. Then we'll talk about positive vibes, and there's even some science in this presentation, which is crazy because that is not my jam, but it's important. Third quarter, we'll talk about how not to do it. Sometimes the best ideas are figuring out how not to do it. Sometimes the best leadership you can have is bad leadership that teaches you how to grow and evolve. And then fourth quarter, we'll talk about ways it can work. And then kind of for overtime, we'll do the workshop. We'll play. And like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this. So the participation from you will be super exciting. And we'll see what we come up with. And I have to reiterate, I understand that this group, there's going to be some more introverted creatives. So you're probably like, oh my God, am I going to have to do this? It's a tool to develop, right? 95% of our brain is trying to just keep us alive. So sometimes putting yourself out there is like, what am I doing? This isn't going to keep me alive. So it is scary, but it is a tool that will benefit your career and your life. I promise you. All right. The why for storytelling, right? Like, anybody in this room want to make music or have your idea picked or get your story presented or ask your partner to marry them or, come up with why your idea of how to load the dishwasher is the best way? Like, if you want to create impact, you want to be able to ideate and you want to be able to create ideas. Positive memory. Here's the science part. But it's fun because it's actually the part of the brain called the hippocampus, which sounds like Disney World created it. But when you are creating in this session, right, this is not the way to brainstorm and the way to get the most ideas. This is a way to do it. When you do a warm-up like you would in sports or as a band, you're going to play a little bit, or if you're a writer, maybe you have your tradition of drinking some tea and then going for a walk, and then everyone has different ways. If you use the part of the brain called the hippocampus, it generates more and creative ideas. One of the ways to engage this is think about, well, actually, I should read this because this is like scientific. The hippocampus is part of the limbic system in the brain, and it plays an important role sorting memories, short-term and long-term. So it's the stuff that made you feel good. It's the concert you went to that was like, oh my God. When you think about this, this is a tool that you can use as a warm-up to generate and create a whole lot of ideas. So I'll just ask the group right now. We'll see who's up to be the first on the dance floor. Can someone think about a positive memory? Could have been last night. Doesn't have to be a big, crazy story. Could have been, the first ever concert you went to or the first movie you saw that made you feel something. Does anyone have something just to share as far as a memory that you may have had? Ooh, this is where the engagement comes. Yes! Got lots of hands. Okay, what do you got? What's your name? Sorry.
My name is Laura.
Hey, Laura. I'm Johnny. Nice to meet you.
And I remember my first concert.
Yeah.
It was when I met Shakira.
Whoa.
It was just something like I like shining with her, like when she was going into the crowd.
Yeah.
Like getting into the stage.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, okay, but like internet is that simple, like lighting the artist
Yeah.
in the crowd.
Yeah. But that's like a forever memory, right? So you just use the hippocampus part of your brain. I bet everybody didn't know what that was. That is an unbelievable first concert, by the way. Probably a lot of other people's are less cool. What do you got?
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm from computer.
Hey, Maddie.
The one that I thought of is like my freshman year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
It was when Full Sail came to our school to show us what
Nice.
And I got to go on their bus and they showed us everything. That moment for me helped me realize what I wanted to follow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Achieve. That was really memorable.
Thank you everybody for sharing. I see you smiling. By the way, you shared energy with me. You can't see it, but it is palpable. Like you being brave to share that memory, it takes a lot, but you've now walked through that fear, assuming. I used to be so nervous talking in front of people. You've walked through that fear, and then the other side of that fear, I think, is always something awesome. So thank you for doing that. Okay, so we've warmed up the hippocampus. Anyway, that's just something you guys can do as you guys roll. So here, I'd be curious too. This is another, I'll raise hands. I've been in so many rooms, especially like I've been able to work for different teams, and sometimes there's more traditional teams, and sometimes there's super innovative teams. Like I was with WWE, and I mean, they don't really say we can't almost for anything, but you're gonna be in different rooms that aren't as invigorating or creatively satisfying. That's okay, that's part of it. But in brainstorms and workshops you guys do here, do you guys ever run into any of these phrases like, that won't work, or we've always done it this way, or what if we fail? That's impossible. Is that something any of you have seen before? A couple head nods. You'll see it a lot. You'll see it a lot. You'll see it a lot. That, in my opinion, is not a good way to get and generate really strong ideas. So again, you can learn by what not to do. So take a look at these words, lose them from your vocabulary if you're in a brainstorming creative session, and people will resonate with you more, and you will generate more ideas, and people will see that person's got ideas. That person has solutions. And we'll talk about this. They don't need to be good ideas. That's the scariest part about this, is taking the leap and knowing, like, I don't know if this idea is any good, but I'm still gonna share it. That's the secret sauce, in my opinion. All right, so now, it's a little bit of a longer video, but I think it's hilarious, and it's a kind of a comedy bit of how IKEA was invented. And for those, do you guys all know what IKEA is for the most part? Yeah? You know, you basically go, you buy some furniture, but you have to build the furniture, and they have food there, and it's kind of an anomaly, but it's like a Disney World for like DIYers kind of thing. So I'll show this video of like exactly how not to brainstorm, and then I'll come back and we'll keep chatting, guys. Thank you.
All right, guys, we need some ideas. We got crushed last quarter. We have to change something.
How about a focus group?
Not now, Todd. We need real ideas.
We're spending too much
money.
We need to spend less
money.
Can we get a visual for that?
Okay, so right now we're spending this much money. What if we start spending this much money?
What if we spend less money and only one line through it?
You cut out a whole line.
Manufacturing line.
That's brilliant. No manufacturing.
No manufacturing.
We won't make any of the furniture. We'll let them make the furniture.
Yes. DIY.
Oh, people love DIY. Pinterest. Wait, hold on. No, because we're gonna have to give them tools.
One tool.
But we make it cheaper.
An Allen wrench.
One Allen wrench puts together all the furniture.
People will hate it, but we love it.
And because they're gonna assemble it, we can pack it smaller. Little boxes, big warehouse. All you need. Yes. Oh, wait. But when they show up to the warehouse, they won't know which box to get.
Showroom.
Yes, the whole place is just a showroom.
At my last job, we
Shut up, Todd.
Todd, please. This one Halloween, I went to a corn maze.
Corn maze?
So I was in the corn maze, and I was like, wow, if there was just a bedroom here, I'd really buy everything in the bedroom.
We make a corn maze.
We make a corn maze.
But instead of corn, it's products. Yes! We have a start and we have a finish. So they go through, and if they want to buy curtains, they first have to pass through
the kitchen.
The kitchen.
But before the kitchen, the bedroom.
The bedroom.
And before the bedroom,
the throw pillows.
The throw pillows.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah. Yes.
Yes.
Ah. Okay, hold on. Women are gonna love this, because what do women like to do?
Shop.
Correct.
That seems a little sexist.
Shut up, Todd. How do we get the men in the store?
Let me think. Got it. 2 words. Meat. Balls.
Meatballs?
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
Balls.
Meatballs. Yes! Meatballs. Yes! Write it down. Meatballs. Todd, write this down. Meatballs.
Meatballs.
Yes! Meatballs! So while the men are annoyed that their wives are over here spending money, they're in our cafeteria doing what?
Spending money.
Okay, we can't just be meatballs though. All right, what else can we have?
We can hire that marketing team.
Todd, please. Hold on, let me call my 3-year-old and see what he thinks. Hey buddy, what are your favorite foods? Cinnamon rolls, hot dogs, pizza. What's that? Soft serve ice cream. What did Grandma say? Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. That's it. That's all we need.
What about French fries?
No one likes French fries, Todd.
Todd, this isn't McDonald's.
No one's gonna think this is a real thing. It's too new, it's too different.
What if we just say it's Swedish?
That's perfect. No one knows anything about sweet.
I know. Where even is it?
And we'll use Swedish words for all the products.
Yeah.
This isn't a cup, this is a flubu.
And people will be like, foreign, cool, yeah!
Yes! Anything you can find in a house will sell.
Plants!
Ficuses and ferns, but none of it's real. It'll be the only thing that comes assembled. All we need now is a name. We just need a name. You know, Todd, I don't know what you're gonna say, but I don't want you to say anything, okay? The grown-ups are doing good work over here. I need you to not say anything.
Okay.
What did you say?
What'd you say?
Say it again, Todd.
Say it again, Todd.
Okay. That's it.
IKEA!
Yeah! Woo! Really nice work, guys. Todd, excellent work. Hey, martinis on me. Let's go to Chili's.
I think we'll make happy hour. I really like Todd. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Poor Todd. So yeah, I've been in some brainstorms like that where like the one cat was like yes-anding everything, but he wasn't doing it for Todd. So that was a difficult room. If you haven't been to IKEA, go. That whole thing will make a lot more sense. All right, so we talked about how it doesn't work. Now I want to touch base on how it can work. Some successful ways for this to be impactful. And I'll touch on 3 things really quickly, and we will elaborate on this further as we get into the workshop. Number 1, and this was a new thing I just learned from a new kind of mentor, right? Like I mentioned, I've been blessed to be in this industry for 25 years, and I'm still learning. Every week I meet with this genius level guy who used to work with Mike Vance, who was like Walt Disney's right-hand guy. This guy used to work with Steve Jobs and Jack Welch from GE, and my friend Larry Smithers, but I call him Doc. And Doc introduced to me just 2 years ago how important it is to separate creative and analytical thinking. And do you guys learn about this in school? Have you guys heard about this? Some head nods. Okay, it is. Again, 25 years in, and I'm like, whoa, what? This would have really been a good tool for me to understand the separation. Because you do go into rooms and people start saying, I can't do this, or we can't do this, or we've never done this. I was like, okay, you're skipping the creative part. If you're trying to do a creative brainstorm, don't skip that part. If you're trying to do a shaping, a judgmental brainstorm, judging is okay, like when you're shaping something, then absolutely talk about the reasons it doesn't work. But separating those 2 thoughts, this is a room full of creatives. You guys are probably gonna be really good at this if you're not already. You will be in a lot of rooms where people don't get it. They're looking at the numbers or the budgets or the flux capacitor and why it doesn't work, and they're not gonna think about creative solutions. Be the spark that does. The second thing is, like at Shine, what we talk about, we don't have meetings because people hate meetings. People hate virtual meetings. They hate all kinds of meetings. So we call them sessions. We're very thoughtful in what it is. Words matter, right, and how we use this. And so we will have 3 different types of sessions. One is where we create and we ideate and we generate a shotgun blast of ideas, right? That's where we're separating the creative and the analytical. Then one will be the shaping, where we judge things. Yes, no, I like it, I don't. That's important, so we have resonance. And then the last one is the sharing, which is also a scary part of that, but that's where I think storytelling comes into play. We are all storytellers. You are all storytellers, whether you are asking the boss for a raise or you're pitching your idea. If you tell a well-crafted story, the power of persuasion is real. And people say that, and you may know this or not, if I give you facts, boom, 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 cool. If I give you a story wrapped around facts, it's 22 times more likely to be remembered and to be impacted. So storytelling matters, right? And then the third one here is, and these are just, again, some of the things I like. We all get to play in a sandbox, but depending on who you're working with, who you're working for, the sandbox changes. If you're clear about that on the front end, it allows you to create in that space effectively. If the sandbox is here and you're over here coming up with some really dope stuff, it doesn't matter because they're not going to see that because they asked you to play in this sandbox. So understanding that beforehand, it'll save a lot of frustration for sure. Then know the why. There's tons of books I could recommend, but Simon Sinek has one, Start With Why, great book. Knowing why these people want this really, really helps when you're generating ideas. And then this is one I always do working backwards, whether you're writing a song or again, presenting a pitch for what you want, explaining what impact looks like. When we meet with somebody like, hey, we need a great idea for a mascot, it's like, okay, what does a successful mascot look like to you? Hey, we need an idea for a commercial. Okay, what are you trying to get impressions on social media? You trying to get people to buy cars? Like, what does success look like? And again, clarifying some of the variables will also set you up to be in a good place. And just be closer, because you're gonna have a lot of versions where you have to create and shape and create and shape, and you go back and forth, but when you know what impact looks like, you're gonna start closer in the right part of the pool as you move forward. All right, so here we're going to shift over, and this is the part where I'm like, I know some of us talked about imposter syndrome before, so I love being up here. You guys have had amazing energy, but now I'm going to put myself out there because I'm going to ask you to create together. We're going to do this workshop right now, and I think, you know, for my friend Larry, who's done a whole lot of impressive brainstorms with a lot of really cool people, he says the right number, or a good number for brainstorms, usually is 4 to 6. If you get a little bit more than that, some people don't get their voice. If you get too little than that, you're doing groupthink and you're not really thinking effectively in other ways. So I'm going to break the group into 4s, I think. And if you're not, let's see, like maybe, actually, this is for you guys to figure out. And maybe Allison, you can help too. Like, I just want the groups, I want to make sure let's do groups of 4s given this number. And if there's a group of 3 or 5, that's okay. But for the next like 60 seconds, get uncomfortable, because you're going to have to do that in your life. Maybe find somebody you're not even sitting next to or you didn't come in here with, and then we'll start the workshop and I'll explain some of the steps. So if you guys wouldn't mind that, just find some people and, like I said, get uncomfortable. Oh, I love it. Introducing each other, meeting. You will create with people you don't know all the time. So let's get into groups of 4. Oh, I love this. Yes. You guys are awesome, dude. Thank you. That's dope. That's dope. Group of 4, group of 5, group of 4, group of 3, group of 4. Anybody not in a group? Awesome. Okay. No, I'm going to check in and jump in. I love the question, though. I wish. I want to create. I don't want to talk about it. All right, so we got our groups, yeah? All right, that was awesome. And that was probably the part I was most scared of, because the rest of it's going to be a lot of fun. But sometimes just extending your hand and introducing yourself is like kind of terrifying. This is what the workshop's going to be. And there's not a set amount of time for this. This is a vibe thing. The more you create, the more you'll learn about the vibe, and the more you'll learn, like, okay, the energy's done, or it's a little off, so we're going to move on. We're going to do some of the sessions I just talked about. We're going to create, we're going to shape, and then we're going to share. We'll break each part down, because, again, when you go creative to analytical or creative to judgmental, a lot of people, it's hard for that brain to make that shift. So sometimes it's like, go get a cup of coffee, or let's break for lunch. We won't do that today. We'll just watch a quick video just to reset our brain to go from the creative to the analytical space. All right, so this is the workshop. And if somebody has a crazy idea I didn't think about, let me know. Full Sail University needs a mascot or an energy drink, or the music of Full Sail album live, or a video game, or a touring show, and maybe even a movie. I didn't put a movie on here. The film guy didn't put a movie on here. So as a group, take the next 60 seconds and just decide which one of these you want to ideate on. Again, be brave, be bold. You are going to work on stuff you don't want to work on, right? You may be like, I don't know anything about any of that. That's fine. That's going to be your career a lot of the time. This isn't about coming up with the best energy drink name. This is about crafting your brain in a way to maximize output, so leadership and other creatives say, I want to work with you. Oh my, you always come up with ideas. And that's what this is about. So as a group here, take a minute and just decide which one you guys want to brainstorm on, please. All right, 30 seconds. So this is just coming up with what you're going to do. We're not brainstorming yet. I just need you guys to decide what you're going to focus on. 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to ask you what you guys picked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Who wants to share what your group will be brainstorming on? You'll go last? That ain't allowed. You're on the spot right now. You got to work together. I know you're always ready, Aaron. I know it. Energy drink over here. Okay, what do we got? We're going to do an album. A music? A Full Sail. Maybe it's live. I don't know. You guys get to decide. What do you got? We're going to do a touring show that's led by a mascot. Okay. I love that. Very good. A touring show that is led by a mascot. All right, what else we got? Energy. Wow, everyone went different routes. That's so fun. Did I miss anybody? Yeah, okay, back. Okay. You guys are doing music as well? Energy drink. Okay. I'm excited to taste both of them. Let's see. All right. So I am a film guy, and these guys were making really cool movies back when I was in school. And something I saw Matt Damon talk about him and Ben Affleck's creative process, because this is important, right? Don't judge me on how bad my bad ideas are. Judge me on how good my good ideas are, right? This is not about, and I'm going to get into it. Because for right now, again, this may be about 5 minutes. We'll see the vibe here. 4 principles in creating this way. Again, this is not the only way. This is an effective way that will help your career and your path and your fulfillment in being a great creative teammate. For this part of the workshop, remember the 3 sessions that we're going to do. This session is the creation session. So you know you're doing an energy drink. We know we're doing a music album. The principles are, and you guys all have index cards in front of you? All right. The more ideas, the better. The more ideas, the better. The wilder the ideas, the better. Yes and each other. You guys know the process of yes and? Like what? Actually, no one was yes ending Todd, right? In that video, like Todd was saying things, but the guy was yes ending everything the other guy said. So yes, no matter what you say, what's your name? Denise. No matter what Denise says, yes and that. It's fun, it's crazy, and you're like, in your brain, you're gonna be like, I'm just gonna pretend. Denise had a crazy, weird idea, and I don't even know what to do with that. Trust me, work on the craft, yes and that, and it will take you to another level. All right, so we said wilder, more, yes and, no judgment. We all do this. This might be a bad idea, but don't preface that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to the room. This is a safe, creative space. Nowhere on there am I asking for amazing ideas. I don't want an amazing idea. I want wild ones, I want more, and I want yes ending, and I want no judgment. So for the next, again, give or take 5 minutes, and honestly, even if we want to set the vibe, I don't know, Dan, if you're able to like bring in some of that cool jazz vibe music, maybe we could just do that for a little bit as well at a low level. I want the groups to go, and again, I'm going to kind of poke my head around and see, but the idea here is one idea on a card, because I want to see a lot of them. Like I would say the worst thing you could do, here's our 2 ideas. Like I'm thinking in 5 minutes, these groups are going to come up with 15 or 20 or 50. You know, that's because they're not about good ideas. They are ideas, wild. I'm sure you do. All right, so we will take some time here and we'll get start creating. And I'm going to hop around and I'll help coach you a little bit as you guys are rolling. But have some fun and just remember these ideas. This is the way your careers will go. You will need to create in this capacity. So go have some fun. Let's go. Thanks, Dan. Write them up. If you guys have index cards, write them on the index cards. Please, just because I want to count them up when you guys are done. Oh, you're doing fine. I'm not sure. 1 idea per card. I want all that. So just grab another one. Keep going. Keep rocking it out. Go. One idea per card. And work together. Share ideas. This isn't brainwriting. This is brainstorming. Talk to each other. Talking to each other, 1 idea per card. Awesome. Try to do 1 idea per card. Yes. Yes, and keep it going. I can't wait to see the boat that comes with it. Keep creating. Love the dialogue. You guys are doing great. Try to keep one idea per card too, so we have a whole bunch of cards. It's okay if you don't, but I want to see how many you got. This is fun. You guys are killing it.
YouTube, and the students online are doing their thing. Isn't that cool? Isn't that awesome?
Can I reference that?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's really
So they're going with.
Watch. I didn't know.
They're doing it with a mascot, a captain. They're going with a tropical modern theme. They have the color scheme.
Stop it. Just makes me so proud of Full Sail Students that we have that fire.
And then she does have some questions at the end.
Yeah, we'll do it.
So about 10 minutes till
Yeah,
11.
we're tracking okay. That's wonderful. Sorry, Alana.
No Alana.
That's great. No Alana.
No Alana.
When they present to you, I have a mic, so I'll just give it to them instead of.
I like that one, yeah. The vibe is good. Keep it going. We got people online doing this too right now. A lot of people online. Thank you guys for playing. It's fun to create, fun to play. I know somebody's designing a mascot out there in the remote virtual space. So there'll be times in the creative space where this is something Disney uses. They call it five sensing. Think of taste. Think of touch. Whatever you're working with, doesn't matter. Think of like what something feels like. Think of what something sounds like. What are you guys doing? An energy drink? Yeah. Okay. What does an energy drink sound like? I don't need good ideas. I need more. So think about tasting, touching, smelling, the five senses. Think about it that way. It totally opens up the world because there's not a right answer, right? Play. I love the vibe. Not that you guys use this, but if you get to a point where you're pausing, Disney calls it the five senses. What are you guys working on? What's the album? What does an album smell like? What does an album taste like? Right? We know what it sounds like, hopefully, but think about that space too. If you guys get stuck, you're not getting stuck. But
I'm adding that for you so that you have that description.
if you guys get stuck,
We are definitely.
or just add, I can tell. Disney calls it five sensing. So what do you guys do? An energy drink?
Yes.
What does an energy drink sound like? Think of your senses: sound, taste, touch, feel. Think about this, right? Just get because I don't need the right idea. We need a lot of them. So get crazy. Great shirt, buddy. Ooh, look at you guys. This is awesome. As you guys keep rocking out, this is something Disney calls five senses. What are you guys working on?
We're doing the show that is going to be like a
Okay, so like think about the five senses. What is a mascot?
It is. It's a thing.
What is a mascot? It's like a mascot. Sight, sound, touch. What does it feel like? Maybe the mascot. Just coming up with ideas and just thinking about other things you can add. Oh, look at you guys! Yes. As you keep rocking, Disney calls it five sensing. Which one are you guys working on? Drink. Okay. Sensing, hear, touch, taste, all that. What does an energy drink sound like? Just start just to be like, what the? Now, you may or may not use it, but what does that sound like? You guys are doing great. Everybody's creating their butts off. I love it. Good energy. We're probably going to go maybe another minute based on energy and just how many cards I'm seeing from this creative group. And then we're going to shift. One more minute. Dan, I love these tunes, man. Thank you for that. I'm feeling it. It's good. All right, we got about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to shift. We're going to shift our brains. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great energy. All right, we got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll take a pause here, guys. Finish the thoughts. Look at that fade out. Slow, sexy live fade by Dan, my man. Okay, you guys were awesome. I've been in rooms where there was a lot less energy happening, and I know, again, just the odds of humanity. There's some people who might be a little more introverted, and this was terrifying, and there might be some people who it really resonated with. Thank you for just going with me on the ride. I said this was the first time I've ever done this, and man, I hope it won't be the last because you guys brought it, and you made this really fun. So, all right, we just did a creative session. I see a whole bunch of images, words, smiles, like, oh, that's cool, or I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna yes and it, and that was awesome, and I thank you guys for doing that. So what we're gonna do now we're gonna shift to like judging, because we're gonna shape it, right? We can't just be like, this really cool mascot on a motorboat drinking energy drinks, like that's not a thing we can actually execute, right? So we have to now shape. And again, some of these things take months or years to shape. We're gonna try to just, for the practice of it, we're gonna shape in just a few minutes. Where we shape, well, actually before we shape, the idea of shaping is you guys are in that creative mindset, yes-anding, plussing up, doing all these. We're gonna look at what we have and we're gonna augment it. So for our brains, instead of go get a cup of coffee or go do some jumping jacks, I'll just play a quick video I saw where I was like, dang, I saw that was cool, and it was shaped into something else, and it just kind of inspired me as we think about shaping. So I'll just roll this real quick, plus the song's super dope. Yeah, hard out there. Okay. Again, I saw that and I was like, I was so excited to see what they were going to do next, right? So that's shaping. They took these ideas and they said, what if it was this? What if it was this? What if it was this? So for this part of the workshop, we're going to shape, we're going to judge. This is where it's like the Facebook likes, right? Or you even don't likes. But what you want the group to do here is you brainstorm. Look, here's Full Sail students brainstorming a model clay unicorn and fireworks. Thank you, ChatGPT, because I'm not a graphics artist. Okay, so let's take the next couple of minutes, and now we're gonna shape. So now we do judge. And it's not like, I hate your idea. It's not that. It's like, oh, I really like this one. I resonate with this one. You guys want to sort of, they call it the critical few, which seems too severe. Find the ones that resonate. Find the ones that feel good in the heart. We're like, I like this. I like this. Oh, these two, you're going to find a lot of these ideas might be similar, which is awesome. Hey, this one's really good. This one's really good. Denise, I like that. That's a lot like mine. Put them together and start to shape this idea. Now, part 3 of this, and this is totally unfair, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to have someone share, you're going to share the idea. It could be a sentence, it could be a line. You could talk about it more if you want. Don't worry about that yet, because we're in the shaping piece here. So fairly quickly, figure out what resonates with you guys, figure out what Full Sail needs for their energy drink or their album, and start to put it together. And then we're going to do the sharing portion, which I'll give you some time to build that out as well. But take the next, again, about 5 minutes and shape that stuff. I'll keep walking around and try to help where I can. Thanks, Dan.
They came up for a logo and a name. Like I imagined, like just like going off with a full stop.
Good name.
like really
That's
like
good, that's
crash, like crash plane and then they would crash.
It's funny, good.
So eliminate that one, and then the faculty. We now purpose eliminate the faculty one because it doesn't serve.
You guys are creating resonance here. You're working together collectively. It's not about your idea or their idea, it's the collective group's idea. Your idea won't always win. As a matter of fact, most often it won't. Work as a team to unify and build something in a collaborative nature. So good. I'm seeing some cool stuff. I heard let's go and awesome. Those are good things. Are people starting to feel like you're starting to get something that you're shaping? Doesn't have to be perfect. I got a head nod. You guys need more time to shape? You're gonna talk about how you share it later, but do you guys need more time to shape, or are you good? You feel good? Yeah? All right, cool. What's your name? Nice to meet you. I like that shirt. All right, we're gonna go about 2 minutes or less, probably less here, guys. You will have time to tell your story. We don't have to tell the story yet. You're gonna have time for that. I just need you guys to shape it, create resonance, figure out what aligns with your guys' principles, and then we will do the sharing. No judgment. I just heard that. Hell yeah, okay. I like that. Can't wait to listen to this music while drinking an energy drink. All right, we got 1 minute left for the shaping. 1 minute left. Can you chat on that? Yeah. Can I chat and say what's up?
Absolutely. Okay. Sure. Go ahead.
Thanks. Yeah. All right, guys, we're wrapping up. We'll do 30 more seconds to shape. No, Alani, did I leave my... 15 seconds. I hate creating on a clock. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We'll wrap this up here, guys. Take 10 more seconds. Which breaks the rule because I already counted you out. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to do the sharing portion. But you're not sharing just yet. I want everybody to take just a couple more minutes now that you've shaped it to where it is, and then you're going to present your story. Doesn't have to be long. It is scary to be the first on the dance floor or the second or the third. Not for Aaron, it's not scary. But let's figure out what your story is, right? Again, like I said, it could be a tagline, it could be a slug, it could be whatever phrase we use, but elevator pitch about, you know, the idea you came up with. And the truth is, the fact that you guys got to this point is a win. You got to celebrate it. There will be no bad ideas at this point because this was a practice to make our brains create and think differently. It's to develop the creative muscle differently. So take the next couple of minutes again and figure out what your elevator pitch is. Are people ready with that? Because I don't need to do it if that's the case. So in the shaping, you guys kind of built that. Okay, cool. I'm learning too. That's a grow for me. All right, so two are ready. Are you guys ready to share the story? Or do you need some time? You're ready to share? Okay. You guys are like high-fiving and quiet down back there. You're too creative. No, I'm just kidding. That's good. I'm just excited. Yeah, game recognized game there. You guys are ready too? Okay, all right, that's a grow for me. Then we'll get right to it. We're gonna share our story. And if you guys would, you could do it as a team, you could do it individually. We don't need to take a ton of time for this, but just present what you guys decided on. If you want to speak a little bit about the process and what you thought, cool, and then tell us what you're presenting. The power of persuasion, and I'm not a money guy, but it will make you more money. It will get you more creative projects. It will help you be able to tell your story more effectively. So who would like to be first? 3 people raised their hands. All right, I did see you for 4 people. Okay, that's really rare. Okay, we will mix it up. I'm going to start over here first to start, but I like the energy. Okay, what do we got?
Do I have a microphone? Okay. Hello. Hi, I'm Gabby, by the way. I see a few faces that I know and love so much. I'm from entertainment business. This is my team. We worked very hard. Welcome to Spark Energy.
Ooh.
Our tagline is Take Flight to work with Full Sail. The preface of this is that it's going to be taking part during Hall of Fame. It is a networking energy drink. So the way that it works is that you, depending on the program that you're in, you'll get a specific flavor for free throughout the whole time that you're here.
Nice, okay.
Every other program has a different flavor, but you can mix the flavors. And the only way you can mix them is if you meet them and talk to them and network with them and ask them to share some of their drink into the cup that you mix and come up with mango strawberry or blueberry banana and certain things like that.
Wow.
So
what's it called? This is
Spark.
a drink. You guys came up with an energy drink
Everything, yes.
that creates relationships.
Yes.
And mixes really dope flavors.
Yes.
Which creates harmony, which
Yes.
is creative process.
Yes to all of that.
Wow, I want to drink that. Okay, cool.
So it's called Spark Energy because one of our amazing teammates, he had the concept that it's going to be almost like, they were saying it's like a jet fuel, like it's stimulating, but we wanted to do something that was more positive.
Yep.
So it's to find your spark and ignite your fuel to propel yourself with others. So when you do that, you find that spark, whether it's fueling you as a person or spark between 2 people.
Dope. Give it up for them because that's awesome. That was, and the idea was phenomenal. So, and I don't want to pro and grow this too much right now, but like just going first is terrifying. And whoever goes next, we're going to cheer extra hard for them because that's a tough bar to set out of the gate. But it's about the process, right? Again, like I heard our team. There was a team that you guys built to create there, and that was super inspiring, super fun. And in this case, it's a workshop. It's not about, that drink's now going to go into production, but the craft you guys just worked on will make you more creative in 10 minutes when you go to work on the next thing. So it's about developing and going. All right, who else? Who else would like to go next? All right, what's your name? Oh, we'll slide to Aaron. Would you mind passing it back to Paula? All right,
Okay,
what do we got?
We're actually both gonna talk.
Let's do it.
And also,
Thank you for being second on the dance floor, by the way. That's good. I love it. Have some fun with it. Have some fun.
so we're doing an energy drink. It's gonna be called Full Blast.
Nice, okay.
Can you explain the concept?
Yeah, so basically, we know that Full Sail with our industries are very long hours.
Yes.
So we are very tired all the time.
Yes.
And we need something to stimulate us, but also that is healthy because of getting so little sleep and like being sleep deprived, eating fast food.
I need vitamins, not candy, right? Yeah, okay, I got you.
So we're trying to keep it low calorie and full of antioxidants and what was the other thing?
All good.
No
Those
sugar.
are all good whys, by the way.
No
Awesome.
sugar, no sugar.
Okay.
And so our idea is to have this can that's clear, so it's like you see everything.
Ooh, I love it.
And
vulnerable.
and
right?
there's no
pretense.
weird additives or anything, all natural. And
cool. Authentic.
Yeah, you see through it, and then there's this little knob at the top that we twist. And you can. Here's that little picture. There's like
hold up, we got a photo.
There's
here.
a
Hold up,
little
let's see.
rocket that squirts out the flavor.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. So you squeeze it in like rocket boosters, it shoots out the flavor. Oh, that's amazing.
The thing is that we
mixing
thought
flavors.
about,
That's kind of what you guys.
We thought about the word blast. We thought about Full Sail, like how it's a plane, it takes off, and we, our creative minds, are also constantly taking off.
Okay.
So we want an energy drink that symbolized that and symbolized like that process of like our minds, our creative muscles, everything.
Yeah. All of that.
blasting
Great
off.
photos, by the way. Save those and sign those some other day. Give it up, please, for this team. This was awesome, guys. Great work. Yes. Very, very good. Like, again, you guys are kind of knocking my socks off right now. Like, that you guys were like giggling and laughing and be like, yes, this is awesome the whole time, which was fun. And a lot of times creativity does start from that when you do it this way. Again, not the only way, but this is a way. Who wants to go next? Let's do it. Kyle. Kyle in the dope flamingo shirt, which I like.
So we decided on the energy drink. Of course, it's just going to come in a.
We did 3 energy drinks in a row. That was totally out of. No, the energy drink people were like, I'll go first. I know. That's funny. Okay.
So it's just going to come in a normal type can, but in reference to a lot of the degree programs here at Full Sail, there's a lot of animation. There's a lot of interest people have. So we decided to put some superhero stuff into it. So we're going to call the drink in reference to Batman. We're going to call it Gotham Sizzy.
Nice.
Way
to tell that story. That was good.
And there's going to be like a lot of like clouds and like lightning type stuff in it. In reference to kind of like
Oh, there's photo. Yeah, good. Way to support your teammate, by the way. That's good.
Yeah, which is kind of like in a reference to like all the other superheroes, specifically like the Flash. That's what he does. But the drink, it's going to be very bubbly. But it's going to be very smooth, make you feel good, because here at Full Sail, we're all in this mindset of, okay, we have a dream.
Yeah.
And this is the dream we're looking for. This is what we want to do with our lives. And it's always making us feel good. It's like, I just think about it. It's like, oh, I can't wait for it. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do.
Hell yeah. Give it up for group 3. Awesome job. Good teamwork. Nice job, guys. What was it called? The name of it again?
Gotham Sizzy.
Gotham Sizzy. I want to drink that too. All right, Aaron, I saw your hand up and I appreciate it. Okay, you guys ready to go? What's your name? Z. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
So we got a touring show that is going to showcase every single career we have at Full Sail. The name is going to be Sailing Through Creativity.
Ooh,
so we have
very
this
good.
one.
Cool. All right.
And why are we doing it? We're trying to bring people to Full Sail to study here. Yeah. So we're showcasing every single career we have in here through acts. It's kind of a Cirque du Soleil thing. Ooh, so we're going through video games, we're going into cybersecurity, we're going into music production, we're going into show production. Like every single career has an act. Yeah, yeah. And then we have somebody who's traveling through all the careers. Yeah. That is called the... How do we name the Full Sailor?
The Full Sailor is going to go through all the different beats of all the experiences.
But it is a bird.
He's got his signal and everything, right?
But it is a bird. So the mascot is a bird.
Nice.
That has like.
Right,
Do you guys remember Kevin from Up, like the movie
Oh,
Up?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be that bird that has like colors.
Oh my God.
So like he's going through all the careers, and
Yeah.
finally he's deciding to go to Full Sail, selecting one of them. And through every act, he's gonna collect 1 pin per career.
Nice.
So he has like a kind of scout thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I have the music, production one, the video game.
Yeah, like when you go to Disney World, people trade pins, or in this case, you mix drinks, right? Like you're kind of doing the collaborative nature of creativity through all the beats of what Full Sail offers with a mascot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and the other thing, we're gonna have like it's a show, so you
Yeah.
gotta have like intermissions or like you're having like the lobby to get into the
Yeah.
show. So we have like networking spaces.
Yeah,
so
cool,
people
yeah,
can
of
like
course.
sit down, talk, and everything. So yeah, it's kind of a show that you can experience and select your career.
That's phenomenal, and help people tell the Full Sail story in all the dynamic ways it is and bring people in, right? Awesome, awesome work. Cool. Give it up for Group 4. Thank you. Awesome job. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's do it. We got some online. 4 minutes, so you
Can
guys
all
got
hear
to
me?
shape it tight.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so our online group, they came up with a mascot.
Oh, yes.
Pelican Captain Pete Compass is a dashing bird with a blonde beard, Hawaiian shirt with a Full Sail shirt underneath, white and blue shorts, and a Donald Duck hat.
Yeah.
And it says, Captain Pete Compass, he takes flight and helps you guide your path to finding your creative dreams. And he's always there
dope.
to lend a helping wing.
Oh, yes. Give it up for the virtual group. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for doing that. That's a great share. Thank you. All right, let's bring it up the rear. Aaron and team.
Okay, I'll keep this short. So this album, it's an album, and it's gonna be meant to motivate students. Really, they can add it to their portfolios, and it's going to incorporate as many degree programs as we can. So not just recording, not just music production.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to start out in like a voice battle of the bands type competition to narrow down, getting like 12 students with musical talents, whether it be singing, bands, maybe just EDM, and
Cool.
narrow it down to like 12.
Yeah.
And it's going to accumulate into the Hall of Fame. So it's going to like the album release is going to be on there, but we're going to add in like digital marketing, graphic design.
Yeah.
They can compete to design the cover for it. We're going to have bands play at some of the students play at the stage that's behind building 2.
Yeah.
And then even have some like music, movie film students create music videos for some of the bands and stuff like that, so they can really get involved with it. Even bring in sportscasting, broadcasting students, they can call the competition.
Yeah.
So get as many degree programs in there to motivate them and get them into the album. And then we don't have a name for it. I just came up with like now that's what we call Full Sail off of all those ones. But like the digital marketing, the graphic design students can compete to name the album as well.
So the over the course of the year, it kind of like crescendos at Full Sail, but there's almost like this American Idol style to pick the right vibe for that year as a collective. So it shows all these skill sets, allows a lot of people to create together, not just music, and it becomes that album. Awesome. Give it up for the last group. Awesome. All right. I wasn't blowing smoke when I said this. You guys killed it. I thank you so much for being here today. I thank the online group for being here today. I'm always about evaluation, calibrating, getting better. So if there's feedback on how I can improve this, let me know, because I want to be great. But you guys were great today. You guys came up with awesome ideas, and whether or not these drinks come to fruition or this album comes to fruition, the creative spirit you set today, some of the new relationships you set today will be something that will impact your life for the rest of your life. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Great job.